Hey yo, what is up, guys? Hope you're doing alright. Welcome to One with the Metaverse. On the channel, we like to talk about Mirandus. We like to talk about Mirandus and other gala related stuff, as well as other NFT gaming projects out there. But for tonight, we're sticking with Mirandus. We're gonna talk some more about Mirandus. And we're gonna continue. Kasi, di ba, for the previous videos that I posted, we kind of went through the rare ones first, and then the epic ones, di ba, the orcs and the dwarfs. And then now, pag-usapan natin yung mga legendary exemplars naman. And of course, they're the halfling. And I don't know about you guys, but the hobbits, that's how I see them. It's always good, diba? You know, it kind of relates to the other things that we love. But yeah, in my opinion, even the lore behind them, even the concept, kumbaga, the concept on how the traits and the different skills and attributes of the halfling exemplars seems to kind of reflect the background, or the general description or depiction in the books of Tolkien, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys as well are kind of into Lord of the Rings as well, and the other good stories and stuff. But yun ang ano natin tonight, pag-usapan natin tonight. Let's have a quick look at the 5 different clans of halfling exemplars. I like this a lot, again, because it greatly it seems that it's very influenced by again the hobbits sa books. And in the books, in the stories, in the movies, the hobbits are the main protagonist, basically. It is the race that is the main protagonist nung mga stories, especially Lord of the Rings. In Lord of the Rings mainly. Lord of the Rings. Diba, despite the other races like the elves, or the Numenorians, or the Dunedain, or the orcs, or the dwarves, diba? It seems that they're kind of overlooked sometimes when it comes to their ability out on the field or in adventuring. But in the books, man, they're the main protagonist. They show their trait. They're a very hearty people. So yeah, that's kind of what we want to see, diba? Looking at potential roles that these exemplars will play in the future when the game releases. Right? So yan, diretso na tayo. Let's go have a look. Have a look on the 5 different clans. First, we have the Neverlooks. Yeah. Let's click on that. Let's read through the description. Neverlooks. Eavesdropping and hiding brings the Neverlooks great pride. To them, a conversation overheard is meant to be shared and profited from. If crouched and motionless, you are almost invisible. I'll change the camera and the profile so we can see the name right there. Yeah. Again, if crouched and motionless, you are almost invisible. So again, that's very advantageous when it comes to its implication in game. Think parang di ba? Templar Assassin, Lanaya, di ba? She has a skill na when she stops moving, kinda, and she takes this kinda stance, she's invisible, di ba? For the most part. So very similar. Again, the way this relates to the books, and what I love about it is despite di ba sa books, they don't have this, invisible trait to them directly, but they were very special. Because their scent is not familiar to other races. So kunwari yung mga dragons, yung mga orcs, even sa Mordor, hindi sila ma-scent. It was very difficult for them to figure them out. Kumbaga matuklasan yung si Sam tsaka si Frodo when they were journeying towards Mount Doom, because their scent is not familiar to that part of Middle Earth. Kasi medyo malayo yung Shire, di ba? Nasa western part. So yeah, although they're not per se invisible in the books or in the movies, again, that's the correlation that we see, that they're invisible when it comes to, being scented siguro. So again, it won't make sense kasi visibility pertains to, di ba, seeing, but ano ba tawag doon pag hindi ka maamoy? I don't know, man. But yeah, that's kind of how I see it. So again, kung sa in-game to, it has a lot of potential. Again, ito yung what I'm saying, man, is all, speculation and kind of, just assuming what may possibly happen. Kumbaga, kind of comparing it or relating it to our previous, game experience when it comes to how these mechanics work. These mechanic works. So yeah, again, invisibility, di ba? And even the first description, sabi, a conversation overheard is meant to be shared and profited from. So, di ba? Makikichismis ka, man. And in a world that is player driven, it will not be a surprise if it gets kind of political. Diba? And that's either you see it as a good thing or a bad thing. When humans are involved, there's always politics. Diba? No matter what you do, there's going to be a structure that will evolve on its own. And that's what we want to be a part of. We want to be part of the story of Mirandus as it unfolds. Because even the game directors, no matter how brilliant they are, they won't be able to foresee clearly how things will unfold, politically, the conflicts when it comes to territories, diba? Keeping in mind that there's gonna be 5 true kings or 5 true kingdoms in the world of Mirandus because of the citadels. I mean, it's just very difficult to assume now, what the implications are when it comes to, the territories, conflicts arising in borders, especially when there's scarcity in resources. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, some game element will be injected, in the game mechanics and gameplay to drive these things. Again, these are the things that, will make it feel like it's really a story unfolding. And it's up to the players how that story would unfold, man. Would the world concentrate first more on farming? Or, will more people start adventuring? I don't know, man. Let's see how it goes. And we're all excited. That's what we want to talk about on the channel. Diba? Again, going back to the topic. Come on, man. We're getting sidetracked. Again, that's good. Invisibility is always good. Especially if you think about open PvP, man. That's gonna be a hell of an advantage, invisibility. So, if that's diba? Kung yun yung gameplay mo, if that fits your games, your gameplay or style of gaming, and you're interested in acquiring or obtaining an exemplar, man, this might fit your needs. Can we call them needs? Alright, moving on, man. On to the next exemplar. Okay, let's go to the long songs. The long songs, Halfling Exemplar. Again, very the name itself very related to to the hobbits, to one of the special traits of the hobbits. Let's read on. This culture thrives on music and rhythm. The elders are said to even weave magic through sound, reduced energy cost when playing music. Yeah. Uh, in video games, uh, commonly when there's something related to music, it for the most part uh, almost always kind of relates to buffs and support boons. Yeah, tama ba? Boons ba yung tawag? Or the buff ba yung boons? I don't know. But yeah, buffs and support statuses. Diba? Mga boost. Yeah. So, mga auras. That's usually how songs are implicated in video games. So, in the books, in Tolkien's world, the hobbits are very a people that's very rich in culture and in music as well. Even in the diba? When they drink, when they're celebrating, when they eat, even in the movies, diba? There are a lot of scenes where the hobbits, either one of them would or all together would be singing, right? And yeah, again, it's diba? The relation or the correlation is there. I mean, relating the lore to the stories of Tolkien, to game mechanics in video games, especially in MMORPG, man. It all really combines very well. And I know kumbaga, a lot of people find it, very interesting. And, it kind of fits what they want out of this whole experience of gaming with blockchain. Yeah. So yeah, long songs. Again, music and magic are kind of interwoven in their culture, and even in the books, in the stories, man. A lot of the magic stuff are, how do you call it? Are depicted kumbaga through a form of parang singing and music creation. Even when the world of Tolkien, when the world started, when the world was created by the creator in the Tolkien universe, Iluvatar, they started singing, right? Yeah, the Valars and the Mayars and everything, and everyone, they started singing to create the earth. So it's very very related, all this stuff, man. All this stuff that we love. So yeah, kung yun yung game style mo, kung if you like playing a support role, diba? In Ragnarok Online, diba, the bard, there's always a bard in the party, diba? When you're really gonna go on a serious, war or boss hunt. In other games as well, it's the same. Usually pagka music related, kumbaga, it's a buffer. And even in historically speaking, di ba? Even in the cavalry, there's gonna be always someone playing the drums to boost the morale of the party or of the squad or of the army. Di ba? It's a Braveheart, may mga nagbo-bagpipe, I don't know, man. Di ba? It kinda a booster. So it all, relates very well. So we like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. I hope you guys are enjoying this kind of stuff as well. So, kung interesado ka dun sa support role, man, long songs. I wanna get one of these. So sana makabili pa ako para dun sa for the roster that we're trying to build. So, yeah, ipon, man. I don't know. Let's see. Next, moving forward, on to the third Halfling Exemplar is the Even Strides. Let's just click randomly. The Even Strides. Halfling Exemplar, the Even Strides. Yeah. By perfectly controlling their weight distribution, They are able to fluidly glide over terrain using less energy. Reduced energy cost when running. So, yeah, mobility. Basically, mobility, di ba? Can glide over terrain using less energy, reduce energy cost when running. Of course, an element of the game is mounts. Kasi may stable na NFT eh. So, and then there's an NFT as well of merong hitching post. So we're kinda sure na may horses or may mounts in the future inside the world of Mirandus. And diba, there's also an exemplar na Riders of the North, a human exemplar, which will excel on, using horse-related skills. So again, the having a horse in the world of Mirandus would be an advantage. But there are of course limitations, di ba? Na baka you might not be able to use a weapon, might not be able to, drink your potion, I don't know, use your potion. So having a horse or a steed in game, will have its advantage. But in combat, I do believe having, not riding a mount, siguro will have its advantage as well. Diba? You'll be able to use all of your skill. And out of the unmounted exemplar or avatars in the world of Mirandus, the even strides would be the fastest. Or not the fastest, but the most efficient when it comes to running. And previous AMAs has stated na, or it was mentioned a lot na there's gonna be an element of vitality or stamina in game. And usually in MMORPGs it's like that, diba? There's gonna be a stamina bar, and then it burns up when you kinda run or sprint, diba? And according to this description, the even stride would be the most efficient when it comes to, using energy while running. So that's gonna be a huge advantage. That's gonna be a huge advantage. Of course, in video games, man, mobility is one of the key element of having an advantage in battle, especially whether you're PvEing, meaning, is that even a word, PvEing? When you're going on player versus monster or player versus environment, having good mobility is always good, especially kung PvP na. Kung PvP, man, isa sa pinaka-importante yan, di ba? Positioning. So yeah, if you think that being the fastest, or not being the fastest, I keep saying fastest, being the most efficient when it comes to sprinting or running in game, going over terrains, is something that you want to have, inside the game, even strides, man, it's gonna be the exemplar for you. Actually, out of all the exemplars, when I asked my son to choose which exemplars he wanna use in the future when the game comes out, kasi we're trying to build the guild. Me and my son, we're trying to build the guild for our community, and we're trying to fill out the rosters and stuff. And ito yung pinili niya. Sabi niya, this is what he wanna use, because for him, he acknowledges that mobility is always important, especially if if you're in charge of giving the command or something when battling either a monster or a dragon or other players. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. So if that's your thing, even strides. Yeah, Halfling Exemplars. Let's look at the price later. Let's have a quick see the price range on this NFTs. Yeah. So which one haven't we tackled? The Neverlooks. This is the 5th one. This is the last. This is the last Halfling Exemplar. The Neverlooks. Hindi, we discussed this already. So I think it's the Mom Sends. Oh, meron pa, dalawa pa, the Mom Sends and the Proud Hearts. Balikan natin. We kind of got lost there. We got lost. Let's see. Okay. So we discussed the Even Strides, the Long Songs, the Neverlooks. Yeah. And the Mom Sends. The Mom Sends. Let's click on that. Let's see. It's sold out at the moment. I'm not sure if there's a next price tier to this or if it's gonna be restocked on the next pricing tier. Again, for all of you guys who's not aware, merong 10 tier. There are 10 tiers of kumaga 800 is divided by 10, which will equal to the 10 tiers, and all different tiers would have, different pricing. It gets higher as the level of tier progresses, and then it will get to the point on the 10th tier that it's gonna be the last batch. So I'm not sure. Sabi nila meron daw way eh. You can I read somewhere on Discord that you can kinda check on a wallet address and see the stocks, but I don't know, man. I haven't tried it. I tried doing it on my mobile phone and I can't see it. I can't figure it out from the mobile phone. So maybe I'll have a look later and we'll try to verify if this is the last batch. I don't know. I'm not sure now. I mean, I'm guessing. So, yeah. Again, we lost the filter. Legacy. Yeah, a lot of people has mentioned this as well. This thing with the store. Now, when you click back, mawawala yung previous filter mo, and it kind of gets all jumbled again. So, yan. Yeah, let's look at the where were we? The Mom Sends. Yeah. This is the description. This village plays a game called Whisper to determine status. They are able to explore areas which would normally be too dangerous to normal explorers. Move in almost complete silence. Mahina maglakad. They have quieter footsteps. And let me just share my thought on this. Even Thorin Oakenshield, the heir to Erebor, basically, he needed Bilbo. He needed a burglar. For his quest to reclaim Erebor. So it just shows how, I don't know, tactically advantageous this is, na having someone to sneak around. I don't know, man. Just trying to imagine what would happen, since the game developers, the game devs has always emphasized on the thought that death is gonna be a big factor in the game, inside the world of Mirandus. Death will matter, and it will be penalizing. So no one wants to die. And if you're going on adventures, let's say you're exploring a dungeon, it's better to send someone a bit ahead, some sort of a scout, diba? Even in historically, diba, it's a common strategy in warfare, having scouts, having someone ahead, and trying to figure out what's happening in the terrain, if there are any other people around, or other creatures, or whatever. But yeah, diba? It's good to have someone kumbaga kind of sneak around. And the Mom Sends, man, I guess they're the perfect kumbaga uh, exemplar for that task, di ba? Having, to scout around, di ba? Si Torren Oakenshield nga kinailangan niya ng Hobbit na burglar. And again, di ba? He played his part well, and their quest became successful. So, siguro in game again, maganda nga to, maganda din to. Maganda rin to. Alam ko yung matalik na kaibigan ko si James, this is the exemplar that he likes. He likes. Nagsabi niya dagdag daw na sa roster, kaso hindi pa kami nakabili. Na sold out na, hopefully, di ba? Sana makaipon pa kami ng funds, and we'll be able to acquire one of these. But yeah, hopefully it's not permanently sold out, at least on the Gala Game Store. But yeah, moving in silence. Imagine backstabbing, man. Especially at night. Kasi that's one of the again, lagi sinasabi to, darkness. Sabi nila, according to the game devs, darkness will play a major role in the world. So, imagine sneaking up on someone at night, na very dark, and then they can't hear you. You're like almost invisible. Yeah? And of course, that's gonna be an advantage. A huge advantage. Especially in PvP. Come on, man. In PvP, di ba? Sneaking around, backstabbing people. Ninja moves. I guess. So, kung yun yung game style mo, sneaking around, I kinda noticed, medyo assassin-like yung yung mga traits. Yung mga traits ng mga Halfling Exemplars. Diba? Moving in silence. Almost invisible. Efficient in running. Ano pa ba yung isa? The Bard. Diba? Music. And then the last one is related to food naman. The Proud Hearts. Ito, the Proud Hearts. I just kinda realized that medyo assassin-like nga yung yung Hobbits. Gameplay-wise, if we wanna talk about the gameplay and not, the lore of Tolkien. Halfling Exemplar, the Proud Hearts. Again, that's their sigil right there. Di ba? A cooking pot. Cooking pot yan, may nagluluto, may fire, may flame. Eating and drinking are the center of their culture. They excel at cooking incredible meals very quickly. So yeah, again, relating it to the Hobbits, very Hobbit-like itong feature na to. We all know that, in the books, based on the lore, the Hobbits are, a people, or, a variety of people, a bunch of, humans that really love drinking and eating and playing music, diba? So here it is, that element, eating and drinking. So, again, relating it to video games, usually, cooking is a main profession, or it's a main element of most, or not most, but a lot of MMORPGs, especially the immersive ones. Diba? You cook your meal para to sustain your health or your vitality or whatever. But yeah, cooking. Now, economy-wise, this will have its advantage. Because, especially if you own a tavern NFT, the building or the NFT that will be able to sell food and, have all the mini games, parang tambayan, a hub in different towns all around the world of Mirandus. Having a Proud Heart exemplar, Halfling Exemplar, would have a lot of advantage, man. A lot of advantage. Yeah, the great taverns. And again, we're looking forward to. I just want to mention real quick. Thank you to Unchained Gaming for commenting on one of our videos. I really do appreciate it a lot, man. And his building he's creating, or he has already created, a huge community called the Drunken Duck Taverns. It's gonna be a chain of taverns all around the world of Mirandus. So he's the guy kinda who founded that thing, and very successful. It has its own Discord channel. I'm actually part of it as well. It's already building this community of, that's the thing. Some people are looking forward to, how the this kind of things develop, diba? The economy, the structures in game, the market, because it will play a huge part of the game, man. Food and drinks and sleep, the basic human needs. Because again, it's gonna be a medieval fantasy, immersive world. So, diba? During those times, man, medieval times, those are the important thing, diba? A place to sleep on, or spend the night in, regain your energy and stuff, and have a place to eat. So again, taverns will play a huge part. And then as well, the devs always mentions na the tavern will serve as a hub, for people to hang out, talk, play mini games, I don't know, do trades, talk about, negotiations on trades, and I don't know, man, but it's going to play a huge part of the game. So if you want to be involved in that kind of, area of the world building, the Proud Hearts, man, might fit your needs. Your needs. Yeah. Gaming wise, cooking again has its own place in MMORPGs. But considering that we noticed na some of the traits of the hobbits, or the hobbits, or the halflings, are kind of related to assassins. I kind of remember, I forgot the name. Is it Tenchu? Yung Tenchu ba yung may maglalaglag ka ng food, you're gonna drop, a piece of food, and then one of the, one of the, kumbaga, the enemy ninja or samurai would eat it, and then malalason siya. Diba meron nagda-drop na lason? I don't know. I kind of remember there's a gameplay like that na, ninjas using, or assassins using, poison as part of their, kumbaga, arsenal when it comes to, trying to, let's just say, practice their craft. Right? Even in the Game of Thrones, when Arya was trying to, kumbaga, para siya nag-audition for the House of Black and White, she was asked to, kumbaga, try to kill or assassinate one of the I think the ship owners in the port. And the way she did it, she poisoned the target. So yeah, I guess poison is part of, again, the trade when it comes to trying to kill people or things. Let's just call it that. But yeah, that would be the fifth one. So again, that's all five halfling exemplars for you guys. And I always want to look at these. Waga, from time to time, di ba, pag wala akong magawa, I'm waiting for something. I kind of wanna, check out all the interesting things, you know, on the exemplars. So, we just realized tonight while streaming na parang no, parang medyo assassin like yung skills. And it will fit, 'di ba? They're smaller in stature. So, usually ang equation, and it will relate to, being more agile, or more having more dex. Kasi you're smaller, 'di ba? You're gonna be a smaller target if those kind of hitboxes apply. We're not sure yet how the hitboxes will work inside the world or the game of Mirandus, but if it works like it does, let's say, in normal games, first person games, having a smaller target or being a smaller target will have its advantage. So yeah, That's the feel that we're getting out of the Hobbits or the Hobbits. Sorry if I keep calling it the Hobbits. I guess not all people will kind of relate Mirandus to Lord of the Rings or other Tolkien stuff. But again, I'm the way I'm talking about this stuff, man, is basically how I experience them personally, and I'm trying to um, communicate to the viewers why I'm very passionate about Mirandus and the other upcoming games out there. It's just really happening for everyone now, uh, especially for the gamers, because these games, man, Mirandus and some of the games on the Gala Games ecosystem, and as well on other platforms as well. Diba? Star Atlas is looking good. Illuvium is looking good, man. I mean, a lot of good projects out there, and it's just happening for the community, for the gaming community. It's giving opportunity to a lot of people, man. So we're grateful for that. But again, I think that wraps up our talk for tonight about the legendary exemplars in the world of Mirandus. So 5 different clans or how do you call them, tribe? I think they call it clan. For the halfling, for the halfling. On the next video, we will be talking about the elves. And although they are already sold out permanently on the Gala Games official store, you'll still be able to buy them out from the secondary market in OpenSea. So, di ba? Pwede pa rin bumili doon, man. But unfortunately, on the official store, sold out permanently. So, yeah, we'll continue the talk and talk about the ancient. Pero again, for all of you guys who will not be able, or is not willing to buy an exemplar yet, or kumbaga baka ma-sold outan kayo or what, di ba? I mean, if you're watching this video after the exemplars are sold out already or whatever, on the official store, you'll still be able to play the game, because there will be a free to play aspect to it. It's through or via the sanctuaries. I guess we'll talk about that element of the game, diba, next time, on the next video or something, about what, how it relates to how the world building will be, and how it's kind of related to the other games that we have played in the past. So let's just talk about the free to play element as well, because again, we wanna welcome everyone on this whole subculture that is NFT gaming, or gaming in blockchain, or gaming with blockchain. We want to try to accommodate everyone as much as we can, diba? May budget ka man or wala, because some of the exemplars, man, starts 20,000 up to the millions, and again, kung baka ma-sold outan ka, hindi ka makabili, you'll still be able to play via the free to play element of it, or who knows, baka Gala Games or the team will release another subgroup of avatars, that will not be exemplars but might be special, in their own ways. I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows? But what we're definite about is 50,000 exemplars. That's gonna be it, and they're gonna be the rarest out of all the avatars or characters in the world of Mirandus in the future when the game launches. So I don't know if you want to be part of the earliest inhabitants of the world, diba? As the world try to build its heroes, build all the stories, build all the conflict, build all the the interesting spots, whatever, as the game creates itself. That's how I assume we will experience it, diba? The game kind of building itself because of, you know, the element of it being run by basically humans. And it's always interesting, diba? When humans are involved, the emotions and the greed and the quest for power, the hunger for adventures, the lust for rare stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. It will all be a bunch of, this stuff, and it will be crazy. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And you know what, man? What makes the wait more special for me is sharing the experience with other people like you guys. Sharing the experience with my son, with my friends, with my family, with my wife. I'm trying to tell them, and they're excited as well. And again, that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to build a team for our community, for my community, and that's what I wanna, kumbaga, share on the channel. How it will all unfold. Hopefully by next year, we'll have something playable. But again, no rush with this kind of things, man. It's better na they take their time. Have them. Let's give them space to, diba, try to polish everything. Not really everything, but kumbaga, just have the space to work on and not being, rushed by the community. Kasi sometimes doon nagkakamali, di ba? Or doon minsan nagme-mess up. Pagka masyadong overhyped. Just like how it happened with, what was that game again? No Man's Sky. Remember No Man's Sky, man? For all of you who's familiar with what happened to the game. I mean, eventually it became successful. But nung simula, man, it was very difficult for the team because it was overhyped. Like, the community was really putting pressure on the project. And, we just kind of want to make it or have, that strike that balance between anticipating it a lot, being excited about it, but, not really rushing anything. Especially, ranting online, if a game takes too long. I don't know, man. Let's just be cool about it. Let's just say that. Let's give the team space. Let's not overhype the project. Although, we want to get excited, of course. We want to get excited. We're looking forward to the day that we are all able to log in game, hop on the world of Mirandus, diba? And go on adventures, try to earn money. I don't know, man. I don't know. Build. Be part of that story. Be part of history. Fucking hell, man. Who doesn't want that? I guess that's it for this evening. I'm ending the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video where, again, we'll talk about the ancients. The elves. The freaking elves, man. So, good night. And thank you all. Again, I always say, it's peace and love, man. It is peace and love. Yeah.